It's Elliot Bright with the Gaily News, your daily spotlight on LGBTQ+ stories that hit home and around the world. Happy Monday, everyone, kicking off a new week with fresh updates that remind us the fight never sleeps. It's March 16th, 2026, and the past day brought celebrity reflection, prison system failures, presidential erasure, healthcare setbacks abroad, and a legal win for trans youth. Let's break it down. First, Hilary Duff revisited her iconic 2000s PSA against anti-gay bullying, telling Gay Times that the message from her Think Before You Speak campaign with GLSEN, calling out phrases like, "That's so gay," is still the right message. She got emotional discussing how it still matters in today's climate, saying it makes her sad and angry that discrimination persists. This reflection comes amid ongoing conversations about visibility and allyship. For the community, it's a reminder that early advocacy from stars like Duff helped shift culture, and her words now encourage us to keep pushing against casual homophobia. Next, serious allegations from federal prisons. In interviews and court filings, 8 trans inmates across facilities said the Bureau of Prisons is illegally denying or delaying gender-affirming care, despite a standing injunction from Kingdom versus Trump. After Trump's executive order and a February BOP policy tapering hormones, replacing them with therapy or antidepressants, many report forced withdrawals causing distress, even as the lawsuit challenges it. This affects trans people in federal custody nationwide, where denial of medically necessary care violates the Eighth Amendment. The LGBTQ+ community needs to amplify this because incarcerated trans folks are among the most vulnerable. Their health and safety depend on us holding the system accountable. Then, Women's History Month got weaponized. In his March 2026 proclamation, President Trump highlighted policies like keeping men out of women's sports and enforcing Title IX as originally written, framing them as protecting women while excluding trans women from recognition. Released from the White House, the statement ties women's achievements to anti-trans measures. This matters because it uses a month meant to honor all women to advance exclusionary agendas. Trans women are women, and erasing them undermines the whole observance. Now for a few international stories that you might have missed from the end of last week. Over in England, the NHS paused new prescriptions of masculinizing or feminizing hormones for anyone under 18, following a review that claimed insufficient evidence for routine use. Announced March 9th with a 90-day consultation, existing patients continue, but new referrals halt. This builds on prior puberty blocker restrictions and hits trans youth in England hard, limiting access to evidence-based care. The global community should note this because it risks more isolation and harm for young people. We need to support UK advocates fighting these rollbacks. And a positive step in Latin America. Ecuador's constitutional court ruled that adolescents under 18 cannot be automatically denied requests to change gender markers on identity documents. In a March 10th decision, made public March 12th, the court said rigid age rules ignore evolving capacities and the right to be heard, especially with guardian support and maturity evaluations. This applies nationwide in Ecuador. It's a win for trans youth rights, showing progress in recognition even for minors, inspiring hope in regions where such changes face resistance. That's today's mix: nostalgia for progress, urgent calls for justice, exclusion from high places, barriers abroad, and emerging rights wins. New week, same determination. Thank you for tuning in to the Gaily News. Send us your thoughts, questions, or story tips at thegailynewspodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Catch me tomorrow for more. Stay strong, stay visible, and take care.